What's up, familia?
Hello, hello.
Welcome to the show.
You know the move.
I am Darth Zombie. Dun 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 dun. Something like that. Sorry.
I'm
Star Wars.
in trouble.
Hit the hit trouble. Hit the hit Marvel. Welcome to the television. You know what we're reviewing today, senor. Everybody's talking about it. A lot of news came out of this movie, which was not good. And that topic is, it's been a good thing coming, and we finally find out where all the threads and lines are heading.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, we just skip the movie and just go to the end. That's what it is.
That's what everyone's talking about.
Oh,
it's all hilarious. Nothing is sacred anymore.
It's all about the base. Hit him with the intro.
She was about to hit him.
Oh my! Oh my goodness! That little intro right there sums it all in. It was a cartoon, goofy car chase, bro. What was your feeling when you saw it?
Swippy swappies. It was all about. Hey, he's over there. She's over there. Who's there? You know. All right. I had one thought the whole time. The whole time, I had one thought, and it was okay. So everyone who had their little fuzzy powers, their little light spectrum powers, they were cosmically linked. So like,
even Sailor Moon.
Shouldn't Talos' daughter have also? She shot the little zippy zips. She had it too. Where's she at?
God. And that's another thing. Is like we don't know. Nick Fury doesn't. Where does it stand? Before, after? There's no mention of squirrels. There's no mention of anything coming from Nick Fury's mouth.
He brought everyone back up. He brought all the saber.
He didn't bring. Yeah. And that's another thing too. What I'll get to later. Fucking Titanic moment. Yeah. What was it? Yeah, like you said, Talio's daughter. Who else has spectrum powers? What about the girl from Love and Thunder? Doesn't she have spectrum powers too?
Nah, she got lightning powers. I feel like
this. Yeah.
Maybe America had it too. I don't know. I guess not, but like, whatever. America Chavez.
I was gonna say I know, right? I was gonna say the good thing this is not like the Watchmen rated R, because imagine you're in the bathroom and all of a sudden, what? You're in space, taking a dookie, right? Or some shit like that. Got him. All right, guys. We're gonna say speed wrap it, but you guys seen it? You know, it's just spoilers, non-spoilers, spoilers.
Everything is spoilers.
Everything moving forward from here is spoilers. If you don't hear about this movie, get out of here. Just come back. You don't need to see it. Believe me. Let us tell you what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Also, too, before we get on further, I want to say thank you guys for all the subs and all the views. You know, like since Thanksgiving is next week, I would like to say I'm thankful for you guys, the viewers. We started this channel a while back, and without you guys, we wouldn't be where we at right now, which is nowhere. But thanks, not playing. Thanks for spending your time, a little time with us. You know, I know you have a lot of bazillion things to watch between Disney Plus and all the damn streaming services, and thank you guys for blowing up our videos. You know, just let us know later on what kind of content you like us to continue reviewing. Yeah, like I said, I'm thanking you for you guys and everything you guys and your time spending here with us. Right, hey man?
Oh, definitely. I appreciate all of you, especially.
Especially you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and it's like we sit down and reflect. Like we're here thinking what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving, and other people around the world are thinking of, am I gonna survive another day with these wars going on?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. With that being said, like I said, thank you guys off the top, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks after. We'll get more into that at the end of this video. And that back to the review.
With that said, how did the movie start?
We see a spaceship going through this unknown jump point. You see the crackle, you just open like a tire, and they're there. And then we see a barren moon or a barren, yeah, right. It's not it's a barren planet, moon. It's all white. It looks like where they filmed the space landing for the first time. Oh no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Open discussion. And then we see there's a lady, we don't know her name yet, breaks a statue with her space hammer that looks like what's the guy from the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Ronan the Excuser. They excuse you. So she looks at it. I thought that she had a power stone. Then it was. I thought it was part of the Infinity Stone. Didn't he use that?
The stone was in the hammer.
They lied to me. I thought I'm over here looking at it. I was like, did she get the power stone?
No,
it was.
What?
And the stone, how it glows purple when she hits it.
Oh, like it looks like it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like a light bright or something.
Like a throwback. Or like a callback.
Yeah, because
so you see similarities better.
I just hate because, like you said, they inflate the trailer so much. They're like, Thanos was the threat. Here's the next threat. The big bad evil. Her name is Darth Beam.
No, it's Bendar.
Oh.
That's what it's calling it. Bendar Bending Rodriguez.
We saw Bender. Darth Beam. So she hits the statue and it breaks, and she's looking through the thing, and she finds a bangle, the Cincinnati bangle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not so much.
So she sees the bangle. She sees that it breaks, and there's nothing else, and she's like, "Where's the other one?"
We need.
She's like,
on
and then there's a key point right here. She goes. It was forged as a pair. So that means somebody made these rubber band mans.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
Well, obviously, how the hell else would they have been made? Like, was that news to anyone? Like, actually, crowd like, look at it. It's not a rock.
It was full. It was made and then cast into space.
Yeah.
And then she goes, where is it? She's like, it could be somewhere else. He's like, where? Cut to Earth. We cut to the end of Ms. Marvel Disney Plus show where she's over here driving herself with Captain America. Like, look, you're a friend. Let's fight. Let's team up. We're like, we're twinsies. What are they doing? Why are they teaming up? Are they fighting Sentinels? But they're fighting robots.
Yeah. Oh, man, who was the robot?
Bender.
Bendar. Oh, Bendar's evil brother. Flexar.
Or that
that's the one.
Or the guy with the couch, bro. The couch.
Oh. All right. Oh yeah.
Or it could be the yes.
Oh, delightful.
Or it could be Doom. You never know. You know, he controls robots, right? His own what Doom bots they call? They're Dumas.
Man, I don't know. I never saw much beyond what they did initially with Doom, but just the fact that he's like this great big baddie to everyone, it's just like really like dude just has robots and zappy powers. Like what?
It's because he gets powerful when he absorbs the cosmic cube, bro. That's why. Oh, this bull crap.
I don't know.
I feel like you could tell already. They're already saying that they're already moving away from Kang already, bro. Kang kicking the glass.
Yep.
They're saying all these writers are dropping off from Kang, so the people are writing Doom in. So it's the Doom Dynasty.
Yeah, the Quantumania that they had for other projects, but they cut them loose because it was too tied up in the Kang stuff.
Yeah, well, that sucks. I'm sorry, Jonathan Majors. You messed up the real timeline. So, anyways, so they're doing that, and all of a sudden, her starts glowing. It's like, ooh, what is this? Then we get earlier this day. We see Captain Marvel. A little saliva was coming out. I'm sorry. I'm your fan. So
Yeah.
she.
The whole movie, she's a fangirl, and it just doesn't go away until like the last scene.
Like, I'm a fan too. Okay, I wanna twinsy with you.
That's what I.
Anyways,
this movie is a what's it, a fanfic, and that kind of helps explain the silly stuff about it. It's like it's a fanfic, kind of like in the way that Love and Thunder was real events, but they were told through Korg's point of view, and that's why it's so ridiculous.
That's
just
right.
like this fanfic.
That's Marvel. Why now I understand. Everybody's like saying happy that was it Taika Waititi is leaving the project because it was The Rock, right?
Yeah, he's Korg.
He was The Rock. If you smell, do the eyebrow. There it is. So yeah, so anyway. So she wakes up. She's wearing those. Remember from Secret Invasion, the little memory things.
Yeah.
The little vice things. So she's over there going through her memories, and then she wakes up. Like, we're seeing like a quick recap of the Captain Marvel first movie, and that quick dream with the explosion and the Marvels and all that. So she gets up, she gets a little laser pointer and says, "Goose, turn on the coffee." And then she goes, there's a call, and Nick Fury's like, "Hello." It's like, "Oh, what do you want me to do? Just leave it to voicemail?" Goose is like, "Meow." And she goes, "Goose, is that you?" Goose is the duck, right?
No, he's a homosexual fighter pilot.
Top Gun.
Dude, what's the song?
Time Limit or something? I forgot.
Danger Zone. We're so close.
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone. Oh, no, wait, that's not a goose. Hey, what's the flock of goose? They call geeses? Or mooses? We'll get into that later. It comes up.
Pandas is called an embarrassment because I'm often a group of pandas. Anyway.
So over here, Nick Fury is like, "Hey, can you check out this quadrant? There's like influx of energy, and it's a lot of power still residing. Are you close?" Like, "Yeah, I'm gonna." And then over here, Miss Nova, aka Miss Rambo in space. Who would have thought? We got Jason in space, now we got Rambo in space.
Mm-hmm.
So they're outside fixing something, and then she phases through, and she goes, shh. And then she turns to like a moth because she goes, "Ooh, shiny."
No, and then Ms. Marvel was this all the time. That's how she got her powers.
Yeah.
She did it twice in WandaVision. Like she keeps doing it. Like, what? Stop doing that.
She's like, woo, 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 woo.
But I want
So
to
she
touch
go.
the shiny.
I know, right? It's funny what Fury says later on. Like, stop touching shiny shit. Like, so anyway, so and then we get a three-way. You know, they're like looking at the lights, both of them at the
Mhm.
same time, and switch. So like Miss Kamala goes into Rambo's suit, and then Rambo goes to where Captain. Yeah, right.
Was yeah.
She goes back to the moon, and Homegirls ends up in Disney Plus show, and she goes hi. She breaks the freaking closet.
Yeah, that's
Why
pretty
would she
cool. Like,
break the closet? That make no sense though. She was
I
just
know.
standing up and
Yeah,
she
I
got
don't
hurled.
know. I mean, I'm sure it was disorienting, but like, it's also funny because it's like you see something like that and you're like, oh, I'm an alien. I don't understand how. But just like she, she lived in houses. Like, she knows how doors work. What?
I know, right? And then the whole mom sassy thing. Anyways, it goes. She goes like, "Hello." She like everybody's like, you see Kamala's mom, dad, and the brothers there, and they're looking at her. She's like, "Kamala," and then she's like, I gotta go." So she goes like that, and then she fucking. So
Tries
she
to
goes to
get
leave,
out.
and then she uses her powers, and then she flips back. She goes to the moon. So they start fighting each other, and all of a sudden she knows who they are. It's the Kree. What's the song? I will fly you harder or something like that. I
It's
will
something like that.
take you harder. So the Kree starts playing in the background. They're fighting. I'm trying to get this right. So they attacked someone, and then that's where she realizes, like, what is Darth Bean doing? And she's trying to the Supreme, you know, she's doing her thing. And then she goes, oh no, she's trying to go after the screws. And then she goes back home. Kamala goes home, and then she's like, "Oh, Kamala, how did the bedroom broke?" She's like, "I didn't do it." Oh, so it broke by itself. I'm like, dude, you just literally saw Marvel come out of there, and then you're saying, and then she came in front of you. It's like, and then they go, "Is she pressuring you to do stuff?" And she's like, and then she geeks out. She's like, but her eye just starts bugging out. Like, are you guys working together? And she's like, oh my
Yeah.
god! She does that thing. She does that the whole thing.
Yeah.
She was in my bedroom. Did she saw my things? Kind of weird. That's extra. That's like the
Yeah.
Beetle guy who shot him and killed him just because being a super fan.
Probably. I don't know. I still haven't seen that.
Oh, okay. So moving on. So they're fighting, and then homegirl, she goes Super Saiyan, and she flies into her spaceship. She does the jump point, and then she's just like boom, boom, boom. You know, like I'm getting on my ship, and he goes Fury. It's she's heading for the she's going again for the squirrels and tarmacs, and then she goes where the colony of squirrels live. So I was like, wait, so everybody else is in Earth. They're over here in
Well, they
tarmacs.
mentioned it. They mentioned it in the show when they were
Oh yeah,
arguing on the bus, and he says that there's a colony of them. Remember that they're the
colony of ants.
ones or whatever. The colony with the Emperor Gorloth or whatever the shit.
And no super squirrels, bro. What the fuck?
Still, yeah.
And they're all weak ass. They're
But
supposed to be strong and evil. What the hell?
but the only Super Scrolls were on Earth.
There's only two of them.
We don't know. We haven't
Well, one
really
of them
seen it.
now. I'm like one of them now. Yeah, yeah, that's true. These damn fucking shows. Anyways, so in Tarmax, we see Captain Marvel like sneaking, and then she faced the two guys in the corridor, and then she goes, shh, And then we see Carmela go there with the cat with Goose, and she's like, "What is that?" And he goes, she
Dude,
busts it.
she's so scared. I felt so bad for her. I was like, she's just thrown into this. It's like what she said when she was in the spacesuit. She's like, "Is this an Avengers test?" Like,
oh yeah,
I just really think that's how they haze Avengers.
you're like, well, what?
Then she's next to an alien cat that's eating people. That is terrifying.
So it reminds me of not Squidward, the guy from Futurama, the Doctor Cyborg.
Very good.
He goes, oh, he goes, oh. The way he eats it, he goes, oh. So she goes, she screams, she goes, ah, and then she picks up the cat, and then she gets warped back.
But you see with her moves, she's clearly getting the hang of her powers.
Oh yeah. She's getting better with the throwing the disc and doing the punches. Yep. So she's holding up a shield, and then she disappears with those two guys. So they go back home with her. What about bringing guys home? What's wrong with you? And then she goes, run. So they start fighting, and then that's when all the blooping starts happening between Captain Marvel, and Nova, aka Rambo, aka Light Spectre, whatever her name is.
Wait, does she have a name? She doesn't have a name at this point. That's why they keep making up names for her. Her name is just Rambo.
But it is Nova. It's supposed to be.
It's not Nova. But I guess it's not a Nova Corps.
That's her call sign in the comic book. Who knows? Whatever. I guess they're going a different way. I can't breath. So yeah, so they're because the whole reason why they went, we skipped over a little important piece where Darth Bean met with King Draymond Green. So they're sitting down, and it's like, you guys will take your place in the Kree Empire. You guys will be relocated. She goes, what do you mean relocated? It's like, oh, I don't want to strip your atmosphere, and you guys are still here. And then she goes, there was like, what? And then that's when, that's when she's talking. And then their fighting still going on. And then, they stop fighting. Because that's where they're like all swapping it. Sorry, man. It was just so hard to fucking.
That's what the idea is. The confusion. You're supposed to be confused along with them. I just didn't get why, like Goose even spit them back out.
I know, right?
Time limit.
Put them in there. So yeah, so what happens? Like she explains it that her planet is dying. What's it called? Hela. Darth Bean's planet. They have no air. They have no water. They have no fire. What's next? Earth. Heart. Captain Planet.
We have no Captain
Planet. So their happy planet is dying.
This paints Captain Marvel as kind of a bad guy. Like, she did this just from destroying their AI. Right? She was like, "You're going down, Chad." And then she destroyed it. Man. So, yeah, that she's like, did she know that? And that's what she's trying to make amends for this whole time, and that's why she swears to help the Kree.
Well, that's later on when they find out that like she starts piecing the places that they're going. So Fury, Nova, and then they finally stop the battle, and that's when Rambo and Fury go back to Earth, and they start talking to her parents. And she's like, "Oh, what is this?" Like, "Oh, we have info on you." And she gets a little tin pad. I mean, she gets the pad. Like, if it's classified, then why is it see-through?
Is it clear?
She's like, "Oh, cool. Look, you have me." And then that's when the mom raises like, "Wait, you guys been keeping tabs on us?" And then she goes, what she said. And then she goes, what? Why? What's going on? It's like, oh, you guys saved Jersey City, so of course we want to keep tabs on you guys. He's like, it's crazy. Like I could not. She goes, I could see energy. Captain Planet could use her energy, and you could turn light energy into matter. So it's pretty cool. She's like, I never seen that before. Oh, you want to see it? And she does it, and it's just she switches with Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but she also holds up the pad to try to talk to her in secret.
Oh yeah,
and the brother's like,
I can see it. I feel the family played their part again. You know, they played dividend.
Yeah, they, but them and Fury, because Fury, he's a whole bag of laughs like he was in Secret Wars. He wasn't.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't depressed and sad and decrepit. No,
I know, right? He got his balls back. He got his eye.
Now he's his old funny self. Old wisecracking smart guy. That's all he does this whole movie.
So it's funny how. So they switch places. She's like, "Where are you?" He's like, "Where's Kamala?" She's like, "Where were you?" "I'm at the Tampax." And then she's like, "I gotta go get her. I gotta go back." So because the whole thing is like with them, they haven't talked to each other, and they were so awkward. She's like, "I don't want to talk to you." It's like, "Hi, Lieutenant Trouble." Like, it's Captain Rambo now. She's like, "Oh shit, my bad."
Excuse me.
I have a title now, okay? And then she tells her theory about
is that she dipped and abandoned her best friend and everyone who cared about her for 30 years.
And she blipped out and she never came back home.
Yeah. She's the
issues. So she told her, like, every time you use our powers, like, we switch places and this and that. And they're like, oh. It's like, oh shit, I gotta go. And then she goes to blast off and you hear, and then all of a sudden you hear Kamala scream. And then that's Fury's like, Rambo, you gotta fly. He's like, I never flew before.
What's he say?
Use your black girl magic.
Say? Yeah, what the hell? Okay.
She's like, go do your black girl magic. She's like, shit. She's like, okay.
I feel like that was actually Samuel Jackson, just like excited, like, oh, there's a black girl hero. I'm so excited.
And, so she's falling from the skies, and she goes trying to get her, and she's like, "Oh crap! Every time I use my power, I go through." It's like, "I can't get you." She's like, "I got you." Whoop! I was like, "Oh crap!" And that's when they're both falling, like, ah! It's like, "Uh-oh, they're about to hit." And she's like, "I got a plan." She's like, "All right." So Kamala encases them into this crystal ball, and as soon as she does that, she goes, "Ah!" It's Captain Marvel back. She's like, "Oh, it's Danvers. It's fine." She fucking eats it.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun.
It's okay. And they're like, wait, if you're here, then where the hell did both go? This is the part where she Goku all of a sudden picking on keys at interteleportation or something.
Yeah, because how did she get there that fast? Because that's
what I'm saying. Away. That's fucking like a blink of an eye. She's there.
And there was no build up to this. Like, oh, it's coming. It was just like, oh, there. it took away from that moment a little bit. It was very, it was definitely peaceful.
And then Miss Darth Bean has the shackle being analyzed, and she goes, "It's time to put our plan in motion." And then the guy is like, she's like, "Who are these two?" She's like, "Well, the Annihilator was here, aka CM Captain Marvel was here, but then these two just showed up, and the known acquaintances of her." And she goes, "What should we do with them?" She's like, "I'm gonna kill him." So she's about to do the thing, and she was already there. She's like, "Shh." Captain Marvel blocks the shot. I was like, "Wait, what?" That's too fast, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's fast here. How come she's gonna be fast at the end? There.
She was. Enough.
That's how I put my notes. Like, why? How the hell did she flew so fast? Or how did I know where she was? Did she get in her? Because before she took an airplane to get there, right? Her spaceship. Well, she went back, get her spaceship, and got there.
Yeah.
I guess so. She took an Uber.
Space Uber.
So they're fighting, and all of a sudden they both jump down. Was it Captain Marvel and Rambo jump down, and Carmela's like, "Well, I don't know how to fly, so do you have a spaceship?" And she comes back, and Captain Marvel's like, "Don't talk to him, Carmela. Come here." And he goes, "Yay!" She was all happy. I was like, "Oh my god." So homegirl, her one note. So we're still in Tarmax, Tampax, and then she goes, "What have you done, Annihilator?" to the Squirrel King, and then that's when Darth Bean comes in the cliff. She goes, "We had a deal, but the deal is broken now. You sick the Annihilator as we're pity dogs. Now for that, you're gonna pay." And then she does the shackle and the hammer thing. And she opens a rift, a jump point. It's purple jump point now. So you hear the vacuum. Hey, have you seen the movie Spaceballs? The funny one?
Yeah. Very dark.
Remember where we're in the scene where the mom with the vacuum, she's sucking the air?
Yeah.
That reminded me of that.
That's what she's doing. She just
so all the air is getting. Couldn't you just plant trees back home and then get oxygen? Right? That's how it works, right?
Sure.
Science. Jeffrey, get on your NASA shitting. Spit those facts. Anyways,
I mean, the trees were still there.
But they were not breathing, so I was like. Anyways, the whole rescue scene starts happening. Like, everybody to the spaceships. We got to abandon ship. And then she goes, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Get out of here now." "But there's still people. I can help you." And it's like, "No." And she does it still, and they switch. You're like, "Gosh darn it, Carmela. Try in the spaceship." So they get in the spaceship and they take off. It's like, "No, there's still people." That sucks. We saw the people dying. And yeah, and then the air got dark. That's I know, right? It's like the Titanic. Brought to you by 7-Up to a squincher. Yeah, it was pretty sad. You see like a kid and a mom is going, "Bye." I just probably dreamed that part. But yeah, so all the ozone is getting sucked out. So they're dead.
No, it's the ozone.
Could this Darth Beam person breathe in air like Frieza? Could she go anywhere and just breathe?
I don't know. I don't think so, because the Kroll, the Kree had special masks, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying she was at the moon and she was breathing fine, and then she was here and they're breathing fine. She goes somewhere else and they're breathing fine.
Yes.
I guess Roman. Because Roman could go anywhere and she'd be in space and she goes, "I have gills, bitch."
Yeah, I guess.
So sad, and Carmela's crying. She's like, "How can you leave those people behind?" She's like, "What do you want me to do? We had enough spaceships. You're fucked up." So yeah, so she makes a phone call. So she's taking him from one hostile situation and putting him into another hostile situation.
Non-stop.
She goes, like, the king is like, "You have doomed us all again, Annihilator. Stop trying to help us. We don't need your help." He goes, "It was fake. The treaty was not going to be like, who cares? But we had hope. It was, But now it is not." It's like I made a phone call. Like, who do you call? And then we see the Bifrost. Get it? The Bifrost. Inside joke or outside joke. So we get
Inside
a
them butts.
Bifrost. So inside the Bifrost, we have Valkyrie. I thought she was gonna join the
Great.
fight. She's all
Nah, I guess
business
she.
like. She's like
Yeah.
she had the power suit on, but not the regular fighting suit. She's like a regular suit.
Yeah, the
She gets a
pantsuit.
pep talk. It was a khaki too, right? Something like that.
There was some chemistry between those two.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, so they're giving each other pep talk like, hey, it's okay to stand up tall, even when you're not by yourself. Stand up strong. There you go, Chewbacca in the house, and the freeze frame. There you are. And and she goes, okay, thank you. And then like, here, where are you taking them? Back to Earth. It's in that words. How come you even call Fury? Hey, Fury, we fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm taking all the scrolls back to Earth. So you have 2 million now scrolls living within you, or on you, or something.
Yeah, remember that angry group? Here they come.
The fucking at the end they start killing everybody. You're taking them back to Purge Town, bro. It's open season on the squirrels. As soon as they hit touch ground, they're like, just waiting for them.
Yeah. I mean, the president.
Yeah, like he ordered the purge. The annual squirrel purge has commenced. God bless our nation reborn. That's where they have to stand up, right? That's where Talio's daughter is gonna stand up and say, "No more." You think we're gonna have a season 2 of Secret Invasion?
I don't know. I don't know that it left any questions really. That I mean, it did, but like I feel like that.
It's just so much, man. It's just so much loose ends now. Come on, got a stories time together, Loki. Or they took him on a different time branch. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, so everybody died. The air got sucked out, you know. And now they all the air you assumed it, and they go back to Hela.
Like when I go into a party, all the air gets sucked out of the room.
They all gasp at the same time.
Got the moves.
Back on Hela, we see I said a joke. Hala Maesta. Hala. Hela. What's it? Hela or Hala? This girl's hometown. Right, Hala back girl. Back at Hala, not Hela. Hala. The Darth Bean comes out and she says, "Take a breath. You could breathe now." Do you see like a ceiling? You see like air go. I thought it would take a long time for the air to actually go through and circle around and make everything viable again.
Nope.
It was just an instant.
They just press reverse on the vacuum.
I thought it would have been like what's it called? Don't you get like a natural high off that shit? Regular oxygen.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's in the airplane.
It's the.
It's not to save your life.
It's the pine, dude. What's it called? The pine freshener. It's the air that comes out of the mountains. You try and get in the air from LA. Good luck, bro. You get all the smog and shit.
That's a different kind of high.
So yeah, Darth Bean is like, see, I'm keeping my promises, you know.
Thanks, Bendar.
So now we see like, oh, it's Bendar. You could call her Darth Bean. So she said that then it goes to the backstory of we see Darth Bean. I mean, what? Breen? Bren?
It's yeah, I don't know, something like that, dark green or something.
Darbin. Darbin, there you go. Darbin. She hates uh Captain Marvel for destroying the supreme being, the supreme store at the mall.
But she also hates Mondays.
She, so she hates that too. So she was there when it happened. She was in there, and you see like a giant robot thing, and she goes, "You die now." Then you see like a
And it was
giant
on.
explosion.
It
Amazon.
happened.
uh, so they blow up the supreme being, and she gets pushed back. And then she was like, what? She was a regular foot soldier at the time.
Janitor.
Darth. She was a janitor, and then she's like, "I'm taking revenge on you. I saw what you did." So after that, dude, she was saying that they were in a civil war. I would like to see that. More Avengers on one side and another Avengers on the other side.
Yeah. Well, I think the war preceded that, didn't it? Because then it was they touched on it in the first Guardians of the Galaxy with Ronan.
Yes.
Because Ronan was like the great dissenter, and he's like, we don't need a war. I'll just find whatever for our people. So he was trying to like move everyone away, and I guess Bendar wanted to just oxygenate everything again. So she didn't win the war. He just left.
I was gonna say, man. So they've been at war ever since day one, since the Captain Marvel. Damn, that's 1988.
95.
Sheesh. That's like 13, 40 years. Something like that. So that the plan comes to fruition. She says that I need both beams so I could turn on the sun. The both bangles. But then her advisor goes, yeah, like that. She's like, wait. She goes, no, but it'll kill you, bro. She goes, if I die, so be it. Back at the spaceship, Bree in a white tank top. Oh my god. Anyways, insert picture here. So we what's it called? We get the backstory. They're called quantum bands. Next to the what's it called? The 10 rings. So they're all forged together from an alien company. Right? It has to be a connection.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't really get into it. Oh.
Because the way Homegirl got her band was from her grandma taking the bands from her sister, who took it off a blue-handed alien thingy. Some shit like that, right? There we go.
Yeah, and what was it? There was some connection in the Eternals too, right? And one of the Eternals have it too?
Oh, yeah. Like, they're linking their minds and shit.
Yo.
Using the beads. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
That's a way to link up. So they're saying that quantum bands were used to create jump points through all the universes. So somebody went, created the jump points that are all over the galaxy, right? That's what they meant to say, and then they got separated. And then she's saying that she's using the jump points unstable, so she's creating it because she's using her hammer, and she's overcharging the bangle for it to create the unstable jump point. So like we need to find out where she's going next, and then she's like, "Oh, I have an idea. Let's all put on these naughty mind things from the squirrels and find out." So they all linked up their memories to each other. So they were a 3-way again. And then we do what's it called? They find out like, oh yeah, she has maps, and then like, oh, it's right here. Can you write? You know where this is at? It's like, yes, I know where this is at. Like, all right, she needs air. She got earth, and then she's like, oh, she's trying to do something for Hela. So like, what's wrong with it? It has no water, and the sun is dying. And she's like, oh, I know where the water is at. It's in the water everywhere.
Yeah.
Like if she would have picked Darth Bean would have be smart, you could have get the water from Earth and the sun at the same time. I don't know why you went to the side anyways. It's a bargain. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's a sleepy episode today. I'm telling you, that's what happened to me.
Yes.
I went to the theaters, I reclined that bitch, and that was it for me. I was KO.
Comfy.
KO. Dude, it comes with a heater now? It was a heated seat.
That's a problem.
That was beautiful, dude. I never had so much rest in my life. I get into the point where I fell asleep.
Just your feet.
Oh, dude, it was going like this. Like, you're fondling me.
Different movie.
Oh, goodness. So we go to after the training montage of them controlling their powers and figure out when to jump and do a double scotch. Go.
No. They had a don't tell me to not continue.
Jump. Go.
That was the perfect song for that.
She's like, all right, go. We're like, wait, go. Wait, I was like, I'm like over here, I'm like, all right, dude, you fucking jump. Go. Literally, it was like unnecessary 30 minutes. Like, they forgot how to do their things after that. I'm like, all right, cool. Now switch.
Needed it. They needed the power of teamwork.
Then we go to the space station. Kamala, you're not going to no space adventure. It's very dangerous. And the mom is like, they're like furious. Like, don't worry. Like, CM is gonna take care of her. And then she says something, and she's like, if she does something to you, I'm gonna kill her. Tell her that. I'm like, yeah, the super being, you're gonna do that to her. And why not? And then we zoom into Goose. He's like, she's like, he's looking a little pudgy, and then he starts licking himself. Like, everybody's like, Goose, why are we focusing so much on that? She's like, focus.
Yeah. It's because she's having babies. Everyone's very excited about that. Because didn't you see in the credits at the very end, it was like production babies? And all the Goose, all of Goose's kids were there.
That's funny.
All their geese.
They're gooses. A flock of geese. What is it? Google? What's a flock of gooses?
Or will they be silly geese or serious geese?
Serious geese. In the space station, we find a huevo inside of a latch or something. How the fuck they got in there? So anyway, so they find out where she's going. They're like, oh, she's going to this water planet. It's called the Water Singing Land. And I fast forward through this shit in my head because that's where I fell asleep. I'm like, I ain't fucking putting with this shit. Wake me up in 10. So
that's when she gets her.
Yeah.
Damn.
So she gets her. So she gets this pillow with the jellyfish looking thing. She's like, well, what are you doing? He's like, oh, don't worry. They're a little weird here, but just follow my lead and everything's going to be cool. And then she's like, oh, yeah, kind of a big thing around here. Like, I'm very famous. Like, oh, you're famous everywhere. Like, yeah, I'm a little special here more. And then they start like going, and there's a kid like, welcome back to the world of singing and laughter. So I guess this is where Disney Plus put in their 2 cents. Where Mickey Mouse like, you have to be a princess. We got to do new toys. We got to rebrand you, okay? We got to change your image. Captain Marvel.
I think that's cool. But what it was initially was they all spoke in poetry. And they were like, no, we're going to take it a step further. And then they introduced the whole the Indian thing to it. And I thought that was kind of neat.
Weren't you dancing, Hitman? Weren't you dancing?
Yeah, you could tell everyone was vibing it, dude.
Weren't you dancing? Weren't you dancing, bro? There.
Everyone was vibing. Look at
We're
what's her name? Valani. She was vibing. She was having a good time every time you saw her on that planet.
That's just hilarious. And then I put my little side quotes. I put, did somebody put something on my popcorn? Like, what the fuck is this? Some LSD trip? All the colors, people are singing and shit.
It was very out of left field.
My God.
Very Disney and saccharine.
And then Brie Larson gets her Captain Marvel inspired dress. And she's a fairy princess now. I'm a princess. So you got your king and, your king. No, your prince and princesses. Then who the fuck is the king then? And queen? If you're a princess. How does that work? I know, right? It makes no sense. No hierarchy. Get your shit right. Disney? What the hell? You're introducing your Disney stuff all over here. Watch, that's gonna be a meme. That's why they trimmed that section. Well, I think I trimmed that section and make it to a music video like Aladdin. Anyways, so they're all singing, and then the main guy who introduces the Marvels is actually a singer from The Lion King. It's like Pumbaa or some shit. The guy with the golden thing.
Pumbaa, Seth Rogen.
I was thinking in Broadway, but yeah, imagine him singing that. We're welcome, man. He's here.
Circle of life.
So they're all singing like, you are in trouble. We need to get you out of here. And then she like, we need to talk. And they start talking like, wait, you don't have to sing? He's like, no, he's bilingual. Oh my goodness. She just said that from the beginning and save us all this headache of dancing and singing in the rain bullshit. Right? Well, no, they had to make their fucking Christmas toy. Look, it's Captain Marvel in a dress.
Probably.
Anyways, let's fast forward through this part. So Darth Bean shows up. He still does her thing. Like, she still opens the portal, sucks the water, even though she gets through ambushed. She's like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and start fighting her. And this, I thought they fixed their problem about switching, and they still miss her. I still go get her, and they're in their spaceship, and they're like, no. And then Captain Marvel is like, move out the way. They're like, I'm gonna get her, and then they activate a jump point. But yeah, we're gonna get us all killed. So when they do that, they jump because the missile's about to get them. It's like, I could have got her. You gotta kill us all. What about the people? You left them fend for themselves. Did they die? It's another casualty.
They got most. They got most. There's a little bit left, I guess.
I'm like, how much water do you actually need? You know?
Well, when your whole planet is water, you probably need a lot of water. Especially considering at least on Earth, most of the water, though, or the plants and things inside the ocean.
That's true.
So yeah, we need our water.
We need the agua. So back at the when they landed, they all come out. What's this Brie Larson? What does Brie Larson look like? She wanted to cry, but she looks like she has a constipated look. I just want to be better for you. That's why I didn't come home. I'm trying to fix things. My fault. They keep dying.
She was really struggling to act.
I was just looking at her. I was like, are you serious now? No tears, no nothing. Like, I just want to be the better version that I left. She's like, I don't need Captain Marvel. I need my Aunt Carol. I'm so happy you're here. And then she looks at Kamala like, oh, yeah, you too. Whatever your name is. And she, I'm sorry, came out strong. Like, I didn't give you a chance to mess up like a human being. Not Darth Bean, the other Bean. So now they ever figure out where she's going. Like, all right, she got the air, she has the water. What she needs now? A sun. Isn't there another sun in a different galaxy? Far, far away?
All the galaxies.
I know, right? Out of all the galaxies, you have to come to the most cliche one. Anyways, you got to tie it back to Earth. It's like, I know where she's going. Where's she going? She's going to Earth.
First, she's going to 7-Eleven, the one with the gas station, so she can refuel and get a Snickers bar in a big gulp because that one has triple X there and she loves that. And then she's coming here. To Earth.
To Earth we go.
Even though it's not quite Earth, it's like very far away from Earth, the sun.
Time to conquer Earth. Alpha. Assemble a team with teenagers with attitude. Good thing this is elderly people with attitude. That would have been a whole different series. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. That should just be hilarious. Oh, middle aged and balding and stuff. Can we do a parody of that?
Yeah, we'll have to find middle-aged balding men. Put up the listing.
We need 3 more middle-aged balding men. Oh my goodness! So back at the station, we hear warning, warning, and then we're getting seeing these red orbs popping all over the space station. So it turns out they open up like, what is it? And they're like, Fury's like opens like goose and gooses or geeses, and the eggs are actually hatching kittens.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kittens, right?
Yeah. So it confused me because I thought they were saying all cats are Florkians or whatever, but I guess they're not. It's just some of them.
I don't give a flirk about them.
I thought all cats were supposed to be Florkian, but clearly not.
You go to your cat and you look at it. Eat me.
Yeah. Make the tentacles.
Shit, we're crazy. It's actually a parasite coming out of it. Like, oh shit. So anyway, so we're doing the Titanic scene where like we don't have enough lifeboats for all the crew members. And why the fuck you have so much crew members and not enough lifeboats?
I mean that's pretty common.
So what? You think that's what they do in the cruise lines too? Please tell me that's not true.
Yeah.
Then I'm not going on a cruise no more.
Bring your own vest.
But the crocodilios are out there, aren't they?
Sure. Yeah, they're in the salt water.
You're traveling through salt water, so I'm guessing, right? My geography is off. Well, I was going through the swamplands. All right, so they're all flirking. Well, that's alligators. They like salt water or regular water?
This part's really funny because because the speaker is like, do not. Like, how do you not run?
You're like, it's telling you not to run. Let the flirking eat you. You'll be okay. I was like, no.
Yeah, no trust on this one, but I'm gonna go with run.
So yeah, so the marbles are there, right? They're like, all right, I'm sorry. He's like, what the hell is going on? It's like, she goes, I just can't. Just you mind? He's like, yeah. It's like, what are you doing? He's like, we're trying to transport everybody out this dying spaceship. I mean, space station for some reason.
The Saber
you think
station.
That the eggs cost the Saber? Do you think that the eggs cost the circuit malfunctions? Something's causing the malfunctions.
Yeah, good question, actually.
All right, so it's malfunctioning. So it's like, we're rounding up kittens. so they could eat the crew and then transport them into the escape pods, and then it'll be good to go. They're like, oh, okay. So everybody gets on board and everybody gets eaten. They're like Yoshi, Yoshi, bomb. This is this guy trying to run. She's trying to run, and then Ms. Marvel does the glass wall thing. I thought it would transport, right? Because her powers are so entangled. Nah, I don't know, right?
Unclear.
Not clear there. Is that her mutant power, or that's her Bengal power? Who knows? But yeah, so he does the wall, and then she gets eaten, and she's like, "Why?" And it was cool when she was holding it. She's like Kirby all over again too.
Yeah, very Kirby-esque powers. It's really creepy.
And then, so yeah, they do all that. They load them up, and then Fury's in there with the mom. How come they need the mom and dad and then the kid? Why they need to still be out there?
Dramatic effect.
True. And then they go in there like, damn you, Titanic. Then we see Darth Bean shows up to Earth, and she opens the jump point. She goes, and that's when it starts sucking the sun. You see a solar flare. I thought it would have killed half the planet after that.
Nah, it just throws off our electricity.
That's what it was, right? The little fire, he goes.
A corona? Oh, well, I thought that was just like, what are they called? Like northern lights. It's just like magnetic refractions of light.
Got you. I thought it was like a flare. I was like, damn, we get one of those and we're toast. So yeah, everybody's getting off the planet, and then the spaceship's getting sucked into. That's the part I don't understand. Like, she's like, where are you guys going? She's like, I don't know, we're just going. And then she does the jump, right? To Earth?
Yeah, I guess.
Because they crash land next to the Statue of Liberty in New York.
The gold one.
Everybody gets out. So as they crash land, the Florian starts spitting them out. You see them getting thrown like, oh. And then on the Darth Bean, what's that in her spaceship? We get the final showdown. Final showdown.
If you can call
Josie,
it that.
what are you doing this? You could stop it. She's like, no, you owe me. You killed us. I'm taking everything you love. I already killed 2 planets. One more wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't that be at that point you see all the Avengers get up and start saying, hey, Denver, you okay?
There's no Avengers. We've gone over this.
And all the heroes, the downtown LA heroes.
Where are they going to go?
You got Spider-Man somewhere. Venom. Morbius. Punisher.
They don't count. They're Sony.
There's
nobody, man. Nobody would care.
Oh, they're looking up at it like, what is this? Are we dying?
I mean, I imagine, that there probably are lots of heroes, but like, just none.
I wish they would have covered those boxes, dude. Not in the vicinity of Earth. I wish they'd be like, hey, it's okay. They got it. Like something like that. Like, it's all clear. Don't worry. They're handling it right now. Or superhero standby,
Yeah.
Something like that. Like a Carbon 999 or 905.
But there's no hero. He's got nobody on call. Who's he got?
Hawkeye?
Hulk?
Yeah, I got Banner.
Guess.
Yeah, She-Hulk.
Hawkeye.
You got the Talio's daughter. There you go. She's there. Where the fuck is Talio's daughter? She could fly up there and help out. Like, hey, Fury, what's going on?
Yeah, but they wouldn't want them to just appear out of nowhere. Those are just TV show characters yet.
But she's a supreme being.
I don't know.
Who knows? Did she get power drained out of her? out of her blood?
No, no, no.
So many unanswered questions. She-Hulk will clap her hands like.
All right, moving
Anyways,
on.
so they're there, and then they're like I'm more enough to stop you. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, we're here, and then she appears in socks. And then Ms. Marvel does the, and they're fighting. He's like, give me the Bengals. No, they suck. They lost today
Yes,
against the Ravens.
the Ravens breaks off of him. Bro's
It's an
hand might
alternate
get shot. We're praying for him.
little candle. So yeah, so they're fighting. They're doing the combinations and the hammer trick, and you know that the director got inspired by watching Final Fantasy Event Child,
Yeah, which is a
the
good
fight
movie.
scene.
Get it, especially
Oh
the
yeah, I
fight
have
scene.
it.
Fantastic. I haven't
So they're
watched it in
fighting in the air, and then she finally Darth Bean gets hit in the head, and then she gets knocked out, and the piece of metal falls on her. Give me the Bengals so I can stop it. No, for Hala. And then she goes, Miss Rambo goes, Danvers, you have enough power to restart your sun. And they're like, oh, really? He's like, I never done that before. I haven't done a lot of shit that I haven't done before either. Like doing 3 ways and 4 ways here. Doing a rail.
for yourself.
It's been a crazy, crazy week, even though it's been what? Less than an hour for us. And then she goes, come on, it doesn't have to be this way, Darth Bean. And she goes, okay, let's do it for Halo. For Halo. She lifts up the metal piece that was Heather pinned down with her looking like she was dying. And then she gets the hammer like Thor in the head, and she goes, Kamala, give me your bangle. And she's screaming for her head. Ah! I know, she's like, she puts on the cool sunglasses, like, I got you. She's over here squeezing her head like the bangles won't come out. I thought the bangles can't get off because it's sealed for life, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it was supposed to be. But there
So
they
she
go.
just slips them right off Kamala's hand. She puts them on. And then Kamala squeaks by. I thought she was going to die. That'd be cool. Just instant death. No, you die. Fatality.
Very on brand.
I know, right? When does a bad guy be able to be a bad guy, dude? Just let loose.
Well, I mean, she's forgettable.
I mean, she did kill 2 planets, presumably. Well, anyway, so she was about to do the Wonder Woman shackle power beam thing, and then she gets speared. Miss Marvel's like, no, and pushes her off the thing. She's like, so they're in the middle of the space. He goes, this ends now. She's like, wait, I thought you're supposed to go to Earth. I mean, to your Earth and start your thing, but she does it. Darth Bean does the whole, and she goes, that's a stupid way to die. That's stupid. And she told him, if you use the powers, you'll die. It's just like Peter Quill when he was holding that the Power Stone in his hand.
Yeah,
right?
And he had a Celestial. He was a Celestial at that point.
He has the eyeballs like.
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing that, and then all of a sudden she disintegrates, and the shackles are just floating there. And the time rip between dimensions open. And then she flies back with the shackles. Like, here you go. This is yours. How do you know? I don't know. It's left or right. Doesn't matter. She gets back to Kamala, and she's like, what is that? She has a big scientific speech of it, and like in English. It's someone else's time looking at us, me looking at it, looking at me, looking at him, looking at us.
I'm just a boy looking at a girl, asking her to stay with me. Anyway.
No, it's Loki looking at them. He who remains looking at Loki, looking at them back. And then the watchers watching Loki. Oh my god, what is it? The watchers watching Kang watching Loki, them looking them. If you could
So anyway,
catch all that.
we saw a big bang, and
So it's a time thing, and there's like, all right, come up with an idea. They're like, all right, the only way to close this is that you hit me with the same energy that it was used to open. Are you sure I could handle this power? I don't know. We're about to find out. Am I gonna die just like her?
Face.
Could I just try it? It's like, no, you'll be okay. Just do it. Is that okay? So she gets it and she does the whole power up. She goes, her eyes turn purple. She gets all purpley. And then Miss Captain Marvel does it too. And then like 1, 2, 3. Shh. All right, I didn't die. Cool.
Yeah.
So they charge her up like a electric bunny. She becomes binary. She's godly like the Phoenix. And she goes, all right, guys, I'll be right back. Let me close this hole.
Is she Photon?
Huh?
Isn't she Photon?
There you go. She becomes a Photon.
Which was her.
And then
mom
her
gets the
tag,
powers.
right?
That's what she. Yeah.
So she goes Photon. She goes across, and the other side, she goes. Whoosh. Like, all right, easy, nice and easy. Just close it and come back. So I got you. So they start closing it down. Like, all right, it's closing. Come back. And we got. She's like, yeah, I'm coming back. And it's like, that was not the plan. It was for me to stay. He's like, no. So she's slower than the first time she fucking sped through time, through space.
Yeah.
So the plot stopped her from reaching her.
Plot hole.
So he goes, hasta la vista, mi amor, baby. So yeah, so the portal closes. She goes back. They hold each other, and she starts kind of trying to cry again, but doesn't help. So on a spaceship going down, she's like, I miss her. It's only been 3 seconds.
So
Think of a dying dog. Think of a dying dog. Think of John Wick. Oh shit. So Kamala goes back to Earth, and then she comes out. Kamala, you're okay. And then she goes, why are you crying? And then Fury's like, tell me what happened. We lost Rambo. He's like, fuck. I was about to get that number. Speaking of number, like, what happened to Fury's ugly wife, alien reptile thing?
Black girl magic.
There you go. That answers everything. It goes for 30 minutes. So Mr. Black, after that, she goes, where's Danvers? She went to go fulfill a promise. I'm like, oh shit, she's about to commit suicide. This is cool. She's gonna become a son. So she goes in there, she charges up, and she hits it really hard, and it turns on. She turns on the sun. Then all of a sudden,
from the beginning, couldn't they just do that to stuff?
Couldn't do that to Thanos. Couldn't Bendor just ask her, hey, can you turn on my sun, please? Fuck. So she hits it really, really hard, and it starts glowing. It's like one of those lights you have to flick, like, boom.
Yep. Anything I wired.
And then all of a sudden you hear all the crew members start complaining that it's a hot girl summer. That all of a sudden, like, everybody's starts burning because they're not used to the sun anymore, and they start peeling. They're getting no sunburn because they have no atmosphere. So all those rays are affecting them directly, and then other produce died, and the whole, instead of helping her, it was like create fires and everything. So she came back, and the Kree planet is dead. So you're welcome. The planet was too close to the sun, and it just fucking burned it. Yeah, everybody's burning and shit constantly because, oh god, that'd be hilarious. Like I try to help you. Every time I try to help things, they keep dying. It's like Ben, remember, we became God.
That would be something in Invincible.
I know. That'd be hilarious, dude. It's like every time I try to help you guys, you keep dying. Or because she comes supernova and she leaves. She goes, bye. You're welcome. And then Toasty Tunes. But come on, how ridiculous is that, man? Punching a sun and turns on, you getting out there on time before barbecuing yourself? Like you're not the Phoenix. You don't have Phoenix Force. You have no force field. You have no. Oh yeah, she's so fast. She goes.
And then she gets
she gets the deed of the Rambo house, and everybody's moving in. I don't get this. So she's moving in there with the Kamalas, or
I guess,
or the Kamalas are just moving in there.
Like, why did they move? She broke the closet door, or what?
It made a hole on the wall. They can never be replaced by anything else.
Exactly like the one from Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah.
Like it had the 3 trees in front exactly lined up the way they were.
It's the same house, just painted different.
I'm saying we need to investigate.
I'm down. We'll do a deep dive on houses and ranches.
I don't think it's
so they all moved in together, and then the mom was like, hey, Khabib or whatever your name is, like, isn't this a good time to raise a family? And she gets a remote. She's like, mute. Shut up. So you're like, oh, can we get on the plane? She goes, Kamala, before you go, come here. It's like, I'm so glad you're okay. And she's like, you just said that. Okay, bye. And she's like, oh, she's like, and we're gonna fly this? Like, well, I don't actually have the keys. Like, I'm just holding it for her. It's like, what, until Rambo comes back? She goes, yeah. Like, I miss her. Me too. It's like speaking of, what happens? What's your favorite part?
Okay. It ended. Is the
no
the
post? It's the first press credit where you see that
she's in the
you
hospital.
Get the girl with the bow. Girl with the bow.
Oh yeah. You know I am hyped for that. Finally.
That's your girl. Isn't that your girl? That's what I'm saying. Isn't that your part?
Oh heck yeah, dude. Yeah, that's cool, man.
So you got Camilla impersonating Nick Fury.
Yeah.
So she has a tin pad. I keep calling it a tin pad. She has that plastic thing. She's like, hello, could I help you? It's like, yeah. You think you're the only young superhero roaming around these streets? I'm keeping an eye on you. And she goes, I'm forming this team. Would you like to be part of it, Kit Bishop?
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. I wonder if
she goes,
if the whole universe smushing together thing is gonna create. Billy and Tommy will be able to join.
Fucking Young Avengers.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
She did mention Cassie Lang by passing. So like, I know Ant-Man has a daughter. I was like, yeah.
It's her, Riri. And those are the only like definitely confirmed ones, right? Is Kate Bishop, Riri.
I just did that on there. I'm sorry. I just don't eat.
Me, dude, I'm always drinking beer.
No, I just took a big chunk of. Is it SMR? Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Get your crunchy on.
Yeah, you're right though. I am hyped, man. I want to see Kid Loki. That would be cool, but who knows about that? He probably doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, the King of Stories could do whatever he wants.
That's true.
So she forms the Young Avengers to fight who? Who knows? Man, I was so bummed I didn't get the West Coast Avengers. You already got Moon Knight. You already got Hawkeye, so
Yeah.
or whatever. Building blocks. Then get to the most important one. Go.
This is when they're in the hospital.
Yes.
And then she's like, "Where's my mom?" Or is it, and then she's like, "I don't know you."
We got Captain Mambo.
And then she slaps on it. Isn't that
Mama?
binary?
Come the fuck down. Who are you?
Yeah.
You're in shock. You're like, I don't know who the hell you are. Let me go. She's over here with a 40. Like, I ain't your mom. I ain't your mom, bitch.
Yeah, dude. And then we see, what's his name? Fraser.
Doctor.
Friend.
We see a giant blue carpet just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, dude. And he looks exactly, I mean, it's the same guy.
Yeah.
It's him from,
he just needs those black Speedos and the X-Men buckle, and that's all it is.
It's him from Transformers, where he was the villain.
Well, that's him?
No, it's the same actor. It was not the first one. I think it was Transformers 3 with
right,
Megan.
So that's resistant.
No, but yeah, he was the same beast as the one from Days of Future Past.
I like that they continue with that. You know, the same, and then like it's like the '90s cartoon too. It has the same look to it.
Yeah. It had the Fox doors on the doors
with the white lab coat and everything.
So what I'm thinking,
is
going to happen from this. I mean, I don't.
Well, let's give it to the people how it happens. So Rambo wakes up. She's like, "Where am I?" And then we see like a lady with her little blanket on, and she goes, "Mom." She's like, "Okay, calm down, it's okay." She's like, "What? I haven't seen you." She's trying to cry too. What's up with the people trying to cry? They can't cry.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where we hear the voice of a sexy blue carpet come in, which is Hank McCoy, aka Beast, from the X-Men, from the Fox realm. And they're like, "Oh, Xavier needs your reports." She's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll handle this." And then she gets up and then reveals that she's wearing the Captain Marvel, aka binary suit.
Yeah.
And she's wearing both the two bangles.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, she's looking at you, it's like, "All right, where you came from?" And then that's when B says, "It appears that you're from a different timeline," which is kind of weird. It shouldn't be happening, but it did. And then he goes, and then that's when Captain Marvel goes, or Binary goes, "Who are you?" And then she goes, "Ah, shit."
Yep.
Meaning, my question is this from Multiverse of Madness, aka part of the Illuminati? Does this happen before the Multiverse of Madness? Before she gets taken out?
What do you mean? Of course, it's after Multiverse.
But she gets catched. She's killed, but she's alive.
No, it was definitely after WandaVision. But wait, what? I don't know. I don't want to get into that whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. See,
but what got this was that they accepted. Because before it was like, "Oh, cool! Like we're gonna say there's mutants, and then we're gonna show Xavier, but in a different universe." Cool. But now they straight up they brought in an actor from the previous iterations from the Fox universe. So it's like, oh, they're gonna fold that into it. So that means that the next, you know what the next Marvel movie is?
For Madam Web.
That's Sony. But look,
I
did see the trailer of the movie.
Fox is not doing anything. Oh, yeah, it is. Marvel. I mean, Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3, baby. So if anyone can make that nonsense work, it would
My
Deadpool.
head's spinning, dude.
So how? I mean, he's gonna make it happen. That's gonna take some good writing though, and they really will have to double down on everything and not
What I think,
renege.
what I see happening is, since the great multiversal war is happening, the people from TVA are gonna come into Deadpool's world, pull the X-Men, bring them in. Probably a Fantastic Four version of them, because you got Loki doing it now, pulling the strings, so you could get anybody from any time branch now to go against them instead of one, which are most of our heroes are dead. And you could get them from anywhere now. That's the only way I see them coming, and then she coming back through that little loophole when the whole Kang Dynasty bullshit happens. When somebody opens a portal to get them. Because my head,
We'll see.
because in this one it's supposed to be Deadpool versus the Fox universe, right?
Yeah.
So to speak. Because he has the time thingy, because he went in part 2, he went back and started killing himself and all this craziness, correcting time.
Yep. He has a temp.
So yeah, it was pretty cool that they're joining that. So
Yeah, I was excited.
but just
I think everyone was. That's why it was the most leaked scene in the movie.
tell me about it. I got spoiled before I even wanted to see.
I
was like, damn it. I did. I went on YouTube and I scrolled and it started playing. I was like, no.
So,
oh well.
What did we make of this movie?
It was the fighting scene. I give them that. The whole third act, second act, you could cut out. The whole dancing crap, you just talk to them like, hey, we need to form a plan because you're getting under attack, and that's it. I give it a solid 8.
Damn, that's still pretty high.
7, 8,
Yeah, around 7. I think it was
7, 7. And that was decent.
Yeah, I think it was decent. It's scattered at some parts, but I thought the concept was pretty cool, and some of the execution was really well done, and some of it was very sloppy and all over the place. I don't know.
The power scalings, it was crazy too with Captain Marvel. Like, all right, she could do this and she can't do this and she could do that.
Yeah, Cousin Neil would be happy about this one because it clearly defined Miss Marvel's powers.
Yeah.
It did.
And then the baddie, I wish it was more hand to hand. We didn't get too much hand to hand on that. It was just, now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't.
That's Loki's wife.
Oh,
not Loki. Tom Hiddleston. It's Tom Hiddleston's wife.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I thought it was Sylvie.
Mm. I know.
But yeah, guys, like I said, it's salvageable. You guys could wait for Disney Plus to come out. Probably in December is gonna come out.
Yeah.
If anything, yeah, I mean, we'll give it a. What do you think? Thumbs in the middle. Slightly up, like this. I give it like that, like slightly up, not like this. It's slightly, it's not garbage like Quantumania.
Damn,
that's a straight fucking slash right there. And I like how they threw it back to Loki season 2 when he goes, "Oh yeah, Kang was there, but yeah, they took care of him. It was no matter. Who cares?"
Yeah,
what was that? That was thunder. Yeah, which is when they just threw it down that line, like, who cares? Like, he was not a threat, so we handled him already. So I was like, damn, he was supposed to be a big baddie, but now he's getting reduced to nada.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see where we jump off from this, and I guess that's all the movies for this year. I mean, from Marvel, right? There's nothing else.
Yep.
It was supposed to be Fantastic Four, but I got canned. Pushed back. And then we're not gonna see the with Kang, what, 2024, 25, I think it is now. We got pushed back.
I think it's 25. The Avengers movie is 26.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Hopefully Lori gives us another day to get us there. Yeah, go. You could wait, check it out. You know, like I said, it was pretty cool. The fighting scenes, but the plot points like too a lot of fanboyish. I mean, girl fan what?
Yeah.
Brand furnished. Kamala,
Movie.
well, I feel like she stole the show. You know, she overacted everyone. She was
Yeah.
quirkiness, and she
It's
had
true.
that you as a superhero. If you were a kid superhero looking at him like, you know, trying to be over the top, bubbly and fun, then she was gonna have her own team.
That's why it works, I think. Is because she's excited and wants to change
Do
the
right.
world, and we get to grow along with them, with the new team.
And now she got to see the consequences of choices that you make as a hero. You know, sometimes you don't feel like a hero leaving people behind, and if she goes save it as much as you can, you can't save them all. So she's like, she learned that like, damn, I gotta make choices that's gonna hurt others and for the greater good type of thing. Just crazy, man. For the greater good.
I just hope, I hope Carol's K-pop husband is okay.
I know, right? We didn't get no resolution with that guy. He probably got captured and turned evil.
Well, there's not much water.
I mean, they're not fishes, so you don't need the water to survive. You don't have to. Who cares? I'm getting my head hurt.
Right.
I mean, I understand there were gills. You know, it'd be like, oh shit, you need the water, but you don't.
So anyway,
we'll break this movie down further down. What they're saying? Further, faster, harder.
Oh yeah.
What was it?
You know, something like that. Harder, okay. Better, faster, stronger.
For the hit Marvel, I am Darth Zombie. Darth Bean. It's like a Mexican jumping bean with a fucking helmet. This has been the Hitman and the Zombie show. Till next time. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Well, happy. Till next time, much love and peace.